but then we scrapped it and said the prophetic legacy of Jerusalem.
Yeah.
The prophetic legacy of Jerusalem. As we start, let's start with you guys. What stood out to you guys so far over what you have heard from the series? And then, how about you? Like, what are the things that have been worked up in you? Because a series really is like one message, is what it is, right? So what's God like? What's God unraveling within you? What is God like undoing within you? And what do you sense God might be birthing through this moment and the conversation that He has laid before us?
That's a lot of questions. This series, and I don't say this casually or flippantly, this series has bothered me more. I usually don't preach angry. But I was telling Knox yesterday, I think if you were to just get little sound bites, it might sound like I'm really angry and I have all these critiques of the United States. And I think what this series has helped me to articulate is, as much as I love the United States and like all the beautiful facets and aspects of it, there are still things that when we hold a mirror up, that we're called to identify, that we're called to advocate against or for. And I just feel like, because I think myself, along with a lot of like Ebenezer people, we have a justice bent. So when we get licensed through these minor prophets and their call and how they critique certain nations and empires and systems, and we see the reflection of those within our own communities, it gives us this chance to pause and go, wait, what Hosea and what Amos and what all these people were speaking of back then, those things still remain. And if those things grieved God, and if those things were things that God called His people to speak out against, and things that He called His people to transform, then the same holds true for today. So I think the more that I just kind of dove into how like a lot of those injustices still hold true today, I just felt a sense of just being disturbed within my soul. And then we talked about this last night, where it feels like a liminal moment, right? Where like we've left like one way of thinking and doing things, and we've been like thrust into this new place in all sorts of different areas, right? Education and healthcare and within the church, right? These are liminal moments, and you used the term yesterday, like it's on us as a generation specifically, and within the generation of the church to manage this time well.